Hello and welcome to a new game dev stream. Uh, Today we're streaming a little earlier than usual. I hope I can stream earlier at this time, more often. Anyway, I'll probably end the stream a little bit sooner than usual because I have to do some cleanup in here, and I'm gonna do that later, maybe in about maybe 5 hours. So we'll probably stream for about 5 hours and end the stream. Not sure if I'm gonna stream again, because there's some stuff that I want. There's some stuff in the project that I want to clean up, and it's gonna be tedious. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it on stream today. We're gonna try. Let's get started. All right. So last stream we found some issues with the component class. I actually cleaned up off stream, but now we don't get multiple resources being created and unnecessarily, and I can now synchronize changes that we see here in the editor into the running game, because that's how I want it to work. That's specifically how I want it to work. And actually there's something else that I want to fix, because it's been bugging me. So the athletic skill, when we're working on it, when we're testing it last time, when it levels up, it doesn't consider the base walking speed that we give it here. It simply injects a new walking speed, and I don't like that. That's gonna cause issues, I think. So let's just get started there. Because we have the base walking speed, right? And then when we level up here, we just do this base walking speed. No, we don't want this. We don't want the base walking speed. We want the walking speed. This is what we want. The current walking speed. Wait, no, it's wrong. Here, walking speed. Here, running speed. Hold on. Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah. This, not less than this, and then not more than this. Okay. We need to find one. Max movement speed. Student. You can properly. You can do this on stream. Fix on stream. To properly figure out how fast a player should be able to move. This is gonna be in the future, just, without breaking physics, or I would say, and the movement still feels good and not too extreme. Still, we're gonna need to work on that later when we start balancing the game, but that's gonna take a while. Okay. Yeah, we know that. That's max speed. Actually, let me keep that. Let me just do a push warning here. Max movement speed. The dash cooldown is gonna be 0. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, that's fine. Instead of push warning, let's just print it if is debug build. Nah, keep it there, Okay. This looks good to me. Oh wait, not yet, not yet, not yet. This the dash speed, dash distance, and then dash cooldown. And then this is wrong too, because the dash cooldown gets worse. It should be minus 0.01, I think, times. Oh, this is silly. Because one frame is 1/60, right? So we want at least, at the very least, to decrease 1 frame per level. This, so they can do the dash at least 1 frame earlier. Time, speed, new athletic skill level. That sounds good. Yeah. And then once they reach, so with the base dash cooldown is gonna be 0.3. So for them to reach this, they need to be 50. Well, a level 150. So I can do. Let me see if I map. I don't know if this is right. No. 15. 15 levels, they get infinite dash. I don't like it. Should increase dash cooldown. Do 1 full second. We could do 1 full second, and I wonder how. Let me ask you. Okay, so which game has a nice dash? Hollow Knight. How long is the? Let me change the model actually. I don't want to just give me something cheap. Oh, we can get 0 cost, less than 5 minutes. How long is the Hollow Knight dash cooldown? Say so this GPT, this model is off, so already it's crapping out. No, I need you to be able to read the internets. Give me GPT 4.1. Can I do it with 4.1? Let's see. This one is not even. Can you double check? Hold on. Can you double check by accessing the internet and searching for this data? Because it's not doing that. Why? Ping. I should be able to access that. Hollow Knight fandom.com, right? Yeah, we got a reply. I'm trying to be lazy here. Let's just do 5.1 and then ask the same question. Let's see if 5.1 can actually access the internet. Again! Okay, no, this is off. I'll take a quick look. Really? Also, the wiki has a password. What? Is password protected? Oh. No wonder. No wonder it's crapping out the 403. We are online. Okay. I think, yeah, 1 second seems too high from what I remember. So 0.6 seconds makes sense. Let's go with 0.6 seconds. It's twice of what it had. 0.6. And then it takes about 30 levels before they can continuously dash. I like that. I like that. Let's keep it this way. Okay. Let's go and... Oh, no. Wait, why am I... What? Why is this terminal so weird? Okay. This is fine. Yeah. No, why are you have that message summary? Okay. Update. Let's do clean up athletic skill a little bit. All right, let's just do that. And now, here's the thing. I did that because now this is exactly what I wanted. Now I can move really fast. Now if I... Hey, don't go away, bro. Go back. Okay. Now if I do this, I go back slow. Stop moving, bro. And I can just keep tweaking values here. It'll work. Even though it's leveling up, like it's showing up down here. What are you doing? Where are you? Oh my gosh. It doesn't matter. The thing is that now I can tweak these values and keep working on the game without having to worry about them getting reset to a really lower movement value. Okay, so we have... Yeah, that's okay. I actually want to save that change. Reset player. Walk player. Walking speed. Go push. Okay. Everything's pushed. Yeah. So we have this, and we also wanted to clean up last time. Let me make this bigger. Last time we also wanted to clean up all the local to scene. Because there's a bunch. Oh gosh, yeah. Like all this stuff we want to clean. This is fine, I think, on the enemy. We want to manually set these values. Let's go back to experience test. I think it's the component itself that has this thing. Yeah, I don't want that. That's okay. This is just a test, but I want to fix everything. Level up UI test also has the same issue. So somewhere around here we added a experience component, which is here, out. The sword. Oh, the sword had an yeah. The sword has an experience component that I think I want to remove. I'm probably gonna remove that now. The spell. Let's go back to the enemy, and then we'll handle the weapons. Now we close the player too. Enemy. This enemy. This in. So this is fine. We need this. We did this. We fixed this last. We also want the experience component to be to be per enemy. So that's okay, because we're going to be spawning a bunch of these enemies. Actually, we're probably going to need this for the player as well. The local to scene. But later, if we do multiplayer, we're going to need this. But if we don't, then we're not going to need it. Anyway, I think it will... So the enemy has 3 things set as local to scene, and it's the shader material. Yeah, the shader material also needs to be local to scene, because if not, if I remember, they all are going to start. I think it's here, right? Yeah. Yeah, if we don't turn this on, they all start glitching. Not glitching, but like showing damage. Let me see. Enemy chase. Here. So once I attack one of them, they all start glitching, which is not what we want. Yeah, and they all disappear too. Oh my god, no, that's so bad. No, 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 no. We need all these shaders to be local to scene. Yeah. This is fine. So this is fine. Remove unnecessary local to scenes. That's okay. It's a simple patch. What else has local to scene? So the knife spell, the ice spell, and I think I'll be back really quick. My windows are open. Someone is smoking outside. I don't like how it smells. I'll be back. Hello. Oh, finally, it's working. My microphone disconnected. I'm fixing everything. Making weird sounds, I know. Okay. Now let's get back to coding. I'm back and my place smells better. No smoking smell, which is good. Okay. I mean, good for me. Some people like smoke. I don't. So we were looking into the local to scene things. Let's go back to the spell weapons now. So I don't think I want any of that. So sword, PCM. So we previously added the experience component to the weapons because we wanted to be able to level up the weapons, but this is too weird. So now we don't need this because through the equipment component we know which kind of weapon we're upgrading, and we can just classify this weapon as strength or as something else. or sword mastery, something like that. Yeah, let's just drop the experience component. And I don't think I need these from the weapon proxy either. So we can just drop this, and then all the arrows that we get is gonna be from the weapons. Then we clean this up. We go here. We also delete the experience component. And we did not use the experience component at all. Just good. And now if I run this scene, oh, it's gonna this is airing out somewhere else. It's not in the, yeah, it's in the knife spell. Yep. Knife spell. We're just gonna fix everything. Experience component out. I think we also spell had it, right? Yeah. Yeah, we also added this note because we wanted to remove this experience component. We don't need it. And then I think, did I fix the knife spell? I don't know. Something is gonna crap out. Let's see. Errors. Oh, what is it? The enemy 150. 150. So the weapon proxy. Now we want to add experience to weapon type. Weapon type only if damage was made. This is what we want here. So we had the weapon proxy here, but we don't need it anymore. What we want is the player, however. Player. We have a reference to a player here. Right? Yeah. Then what we will do is we will check the player, get the weapon proxy. What does the weapon proxy have? Something off here. The weapon proxy only has the damage type and the amount of damage done. This is all we need. And the name. Oh, we want the name because we want to track the weapon damage. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And here we want to flesh out the type of damage that we're dealing. So we have the player, equipment component, weapon. If item to be is fist weapon. I think I can write. Can I do it like this? Yeah. Is sword weapon. Or is, I think, either the bow weapon. I think this is fine. Actually, item TP. I could also make another category for the weapons. Track what they actually help. increase. I could also increase the make a skill for each, but I don't think I want to add the. No, that's too. It's making it too complicated if I start adding skill based per weapon. I don't want that. I want it to. I want to be dumb and simple. So the player just goes in, attack, they get strength. That's it. You're done. You use spells, you get mana manipulation level. That's it. That you're done. Don't think much more than that. Because you still need to figure out how to make yourself better. That's the key. That's the key note here. And through strength, it's gonna be dumb. Through strength, it's gonna be easy. Just punching things and killing things is gonna make you stronger. Like, it'll be just that. But that'll have a limit. And then through mana manipulation. I feel like I'm thinking about this really like Jujutsu Kaisen. Because I've always liked the battle mages. You know, someone who's good at both. At strength and mana. Or their mind. Because usually most Kikas characters are like that. Okay. Let's keep it simple. Nope. This feels like a painful downgrade of what I could do, but I'm just gonna keep it simple. But I could add, I could add a category. Well, I could still add a category to IMDb. So that is strength based weapon or is magic based weapon. The magic is just gonna be the staff. You're just gonna have a staff, nothing more. Like I don't wanna add more weapons than this. We're gonna keep it simple. There's gonna be like a few staff that you can, like a few staffs that you can build. Same with the swords. Maybe I'll add more variety. I think I'll add a lot of variety to the staff, swords, and weapons. I like the variety here. Because it also gives you a sense of eliteness, I guess? Like, oh yeah, you have this diamond sword that you could have only gotten if you have found this cave and mined the diamonds below the mountains of Garthier. I don't know. I like that idea. So yes, we're gonna be adding a bunch of... The bow is gonna be like the staff, but it's gonna be strength based. And it's gonna be dumb too. Like, you're gonna be able to upgrade it to an extent, but it's gonna have some limits. The staff is gonna be a lot more crazier in terms of what you can do with it. The fist is gonna be... I think it's gonna be strong on knockback. Sword, maybe strong close damage. I think the bow sounds better for like long range, multiple damage without magic. Because you don't have to worry about having to drink mana potions. And then the staff is basically gonna give you the fist, the sword, and the weapon all together in one. But you have to figure out how to use it. I like that idea. I really like that idea. I'm going crazy now here. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see. Can we run this again? Ooh, it's fixed. Okay. And here... This is dead though. We want to fix this. So here, let's just do strength. Component. add experience to the. Actually, this is rough implementation. So far. Okay. And here, when they take damage, this is something else that's wrong here. Because we run this function, take damage. The question is, who is damaging? Ha! This is such a good question. Like, who is damaging the enemy? I'm assuming it's the player, but the enemy could be damaged by anything. So this code, hold on, this is also do. Actually, let me add it to the web proxy. To do. We need to add the source of the damage. Source. Object. It's just gonna be an object, something obtuse, so that we can properly track who damaged the enemy. Who or what? I like this. I like this. Enemy.gd. There's some updates for lazy vim. Let's do it. Okay, so enemy.gd. We need to fix this. I was thinking of fixing the item DB today, so let's just work on that right now. To do this with categories with weapon. This code block with object categories with weapon instead based on skill. Okay, let's just fix this. Let's add all of this stuff first. Yeah. We also need to update the scene files for the knife spell and the ice spell. So let's go to those. So when we open them, it should automatically, if I save it, it should fix it. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Ice spell and knife spell. We open, we just save, and we go here, and then there we go. Okay, let's commit this change. Clean up old experience component. The weapons. This is old code. Okay. Flesh out a little the weapon proxy code and add to-dos. Okay, now let's go back to the item DB generator because there's some stuff that I want to fix. So here, I was adding, so in the categories, I don't like this. We have a kickable. Oh yeah, I don't like this. I want another enum named categories here that I can add stuff to, like consumable, pickable. But I think this should be part of the item metadata though, because I feel like I'm. Oh gosh, I need to run to the restroom real quick. I think, yeah. I think we need to fix this. This feels, because the categories is the same as item metadata basically. And we can just remove these two. And then add this because the item can be consumable, kickable. I don't know, or throwable. I like kickable, the word kickable, because we don't really throw in 2D, mostly just kick stuff. I mean, you can throw things too, you know, like throwing knives, just that from the top-down perspective, it's weird. I like to think of it as kicking. Yeah, I'll be back. I think we'll add this into the item metadata, and then have the I can vibe code this, I think. We still need accessors to check if the item has these values. Item data modifier bindings. The thing is, so what I was doing is these categories, these are enums, right? Do I need these enums? I'm getting confused. I'll be back. I need to use the restroom. All right, I'm back. Okay. So the idea of the categories is that we can add a bunch of item IDs to a specific category to filter them out. Either for like GUI purposes, for displaying something on the screen, or for functionality purposes, like figuring out which weapon is going to increase which skill. But at the same time, I just don't like the fact that we're using strings here to create this yeah, we're just gonna vibe code this. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have categories. I added this, right? And then here we'll also have like currency, weapon, like sword weapon, this based weapon. I don't like the fact that we're using strings down below. Then I think I can do this. Should be fine. And then we can use like string that capitalize. Let's run a quick test on that. Hold on. Because I believe, see if that's possible. Go into test tab and have just a bunch of JavaScript for tests here. And then let me just make this one big. I'm pretty sure I have some string, bro. I don't know what this is, but we're gonna do string, you know, bro. Brother GD. Yeah, bro. All right, just do something quick here. So what I want to do is declare an enum that's called categories. Now this enum has to be consumable, clickable, etc. It doesn't really matter. Then here we can access this enum, like this like value, like keys. For key string in key. And then we also be able to do capitalize. And let's do fist weapon or sword weapon. Then string enum, bro. Okay, let's remove the this. I know. Yeah, this is fine to me. Can I make this? I could also capitalize and remove the spaces. Now that would make it what's that in Pascal case? I don't remember. Yeah, we'll be using a specific casing. Why? I was thinking of the casing for something specific. I think it's for the... Oh, it's for the calls. Oh, okay. No. I know why I was thinking about the casing. Because right now, if we check the item DB, we have like fist weapon. We have fist weapon category, yes. And you see the casing here? I like this casing because the engine uses that casing. I don't remember which nodes I've seen. Oh yeah, everywhere. See the editor paths. Like I like this casing for enums too. So yeah. Something happened to my screen with black. Okay. What did I touch? There's a cable underneath my desk that I touched. That. Okay, everything's good now. Okay. So yeah, we are going to do this and ask the AI to. We're gonna vibe code this. Then stop str. No, replace space with then here now we get what I want. Sword weapon, physical. Yeah, so we're gonna give this to the AI. Let's go and work on this. Okay, update item generator. We want. I don't like the fact the item categories are string based, which makes the categories fatal. Yeah, one spelling mistake will create an entire new category. Let's abstract these categories into category within item DB generator and use integers instead within the generator, rating the item categories with the specific item IDs that belong to them. In order to extract the string, the enum name, we can use in the final generated item DB. We can use the categories in the strings. Within the item DB generator for creating the irrelevant item ID checks via item. No, function signatures. This is what one function signatures. Within the item DB generator, we're creating the relevant function signatures, such as mdb that is consumable the item ID. Here's an example. Then we're going to just copy and paste this. Could you update the item to be generator so that all the categories specific. When we add a new category, we just need to update the categories in them. Oh, and I'm using the wrong model here. Oh gosh. So I want the codex model. I don't want this model. Can I copy all this? I'm going to copy. Let me just change the model. Oh, I can change the model here. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Give me the 5.3 codex. I want it in high. No. That's okay. I don't care about that. How can I change the reasoning? Oh, here we go. High. Let's keep it in high. Okay. There's some symbols that are not visible in this terminal. Maybe I should change the terminal for... Yeah, I'll take a look at the terminal soon. Let's go and... Oh, here we go. Can I... What are you doing, sir? Oh, this is so off. No. Oh gosh, no. What am I doing? No. Copilot all tools. I just want to paste. That's not what I want. Let's just go back one by one. Character by character. If I press home, it looks weird. Oh no, I can actually do this. Ooh. Then delete this. Now, go for it. And there's a horrible typo here. Let's see if the AI can fix that for me. Fiber coding. Okay, let's go. While this is working, I'm going to sit down and check other terminal emulators. I know there's some fancy ones. I like to use really old stuff like Xterm. That's what I'm using right now. Let's see, best terminal emulator. I'm just gonna Google something. Best terminal emulator for Copilot Linux. So we have a few being mentioned, like Ghosty, Alacrity. I've used like Alacrity before. Let's see if we have access to Ghosty here. Alacrity. Western, okay. Western seems to be abandonware. I'm gonna check out Ghosty. I don't like the theme of Ghosty. Looks weird. I can probably change it, but let me check Alacrity. I prefer Alacrity, even though it looks kind of the same. It's also Rio. Ooh, I really like Rio. Huh, I'm sticking to Rio. Okay, moving Alacrity. Moving Ghosty. And then I stick to Rio. And then let's shoot. Oh, Rio is built on Rust. Okay. I actually like Rio. Okay, once we're done here, we're gonna switch the terminal emulator to Rio. I can actually just spawn it here. Spawn it here. Spawn it here. Oh yeah, looks good. I really like. Ah, these are my personal. Okay, wait. I don't know. It's Arch Linux, so it can go away. I mean, I forget. I have this folder here that I need to add stuff to the game. I have some stuff here that I gotta do stuff. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah, I was gonna go here and then get a copilot all those. Implementing enum categories. I like this terminal. Oh, when I highlight, it's blue. Ooh, it's weird. I don't like it. Can I change the background? Oh, let's let it do its thing. Getting validation commands. Let me make this smaller. I don't need this terminal down here for now. I think this font is big enough for people to see on stream. I hope so. Looks good enough to me. I want this to finish before I continue because this has a lot of implications throughout the code. And I'm really lazy when it comes to making code generators. I've done them before. Actually, a long time ago, I did this for. What was it? It was like a transpile transpilation, of an XML to a database. It's not the same. But I have written Python code that runs Python code. Via the exec call. And it's fun to do some meta programming sometimes. A program about a program. Yo, I got some stars on my repositories. Let's go on inventory manager and dialog engine. And we've broken the 300 stars on GitHub. We have 4,000 downloads. Let's go. Yo, I'm glad some people find me through Google. Like, I had a viewer recently talk to me and say he found my dialog engine plugin through Google. That's cool. Now it gets some errors. It's the AI doing its thing. And we're probably gonna have to clean up the cache again. You know what? I'm gonna deal with that right now. And we do app, then here. We're gonna get another black screen again. I need to report this bug. I have not reported that bug, and it's so annoying. Have there been changes to the engine lately? Let's take a peek. GitHub. I like to keep track of the latest changes. No, from 2 days ago. That was the latest change. No, there's nothing. I already looked into these changes. Go make games. You can do it. Pirate software. Pirate my software. I'm impressed, you know, even like I'm rambling right now. But I'm impressed that someone with the game dev channel was able to make it that big that quickly. Now, regardless of the controversies of anything, and the fact that there was not much game dev, I'm more just encouraging people to make their own games, which is cool too. It's cool that a lot of people actually got motivated by him as well, making games. Because it's not an easy thing to try on your own, and you see so much of the work that goes into making a game. Did this thing finish? Oh, okay, it's done. And right now, let's just get you out of there. Just gonna exit. We're gonna clean this up, and we're gonna run this. Now we should be able to see all the icons. Ooh, we see fancy icons now. Sweet. Okay, so we have a new terminal for running Copilot. Okay, let's see the item generator. Let's see the item DB itself. Let me close this and run it again. We should not see any errors. And we are seeing an error. The X. Well, experience component. Yeah, something. We've got to remove this one. It should be it though. Let me go back to the axe spell. Just want to save it. Let me clean this up. The item DB generator was updated, but not the... Well, that makes sense though. Item DB. Let me run this. What is this helper? Oh, this is for creating the registers, but we don't need this anymore. I can remove this class. I'll do that soon. That's something that needs to be cleaned up. Okay, so we created a new... Now the item to be changed. Yep, that's okay. Okay, let's do this. Remove experience component access spell. I don't want this now. What changed here? I want to make this a little bit bigger. A little bit smaller. Yes, this makes sense to me. Yep. Alright, int. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, let's take a look at the item DB itself. Kickable, consumable. Okay, consumable rate. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this looks beautiful to me. Okay, update item DB generator. Handle categories as enode and update item DB categories. Okay. Let's take a look at the item DB helper. Because here, this get item currency registry, item DB, item registry, currency registry, yeah, get currency registry, yep, get consumable registry, yeah. This is for creating specific item registries. We're probably not gonna use any of them. I mean, we're gonna use some of them for some storage items. Hello, Mirwa! Welcome! Привет! Как дела? Все хорошо тоже. Спасибо за вопрос. Yes. Я здесь я один. Здесь ничего нет. Здесь никого нет. This is boring. People don't like programming streams usually. So this is not exciting. This is not Jackbox. Спасибо. Yes, this. Спасибо. There's a lot going on here. A lot that I'm working on. Я ничего не понимаю, но я здесь. Спасибо. Тебе не надо посмотреть, если ты не хочешь. Да. Но я рад, что ты здесь. Я очень рад, да. I need to push these changes. I was gonna buy code something else. I don't forgot what. Okay, hold on. Is this still... Are we still getting errors? Let's see. I'm still fixing. It's still broken. Still some stuff that is broken that I want to fix. Здесь нет все хорошо. Здесь все плохо. Сейчас все плохо. Смотри, error. I'm fixing everything, working. Oh, the magic aura spell is broken. Da. I'm fixing many things. This experience. We have an experience component here. Yeah. This is not needed. It's not needed. Is this working? Okay. Are we working now? The magic aura spell. Okay. Seems to be working. I need to... I'll do that later. I need to fix the spell scene as well. It's broken. I think that should be it. Yep. Here. Fix. Remove experience component from our spell. Okay. All this is gone, and we're gonna go back to working on the item database. Item database. Item database. Actually, I wanna switch to another terminal. Let's do Rio again. Ooh. Now I can see a bunch of icons that I could not see before. I like this terminal actually. Ooh. Okay. Yes. Have relaxed music. ED spot. Go sleep. So we have all this stuff. Consumables. Let me take a look at the ItemDB generator. Ooh, look at this. We have tiny Godot icons. I did not know that. Okay. Now we are in the ItemDB generator, and we added consumable. We added kickable. We also have this all this other item IDs. Music could put you to sleep. True. You're saying that, and now I'm tired. Now I want to sleep. Now I don't want to work. Kickable. And I was adding this stuff. Oh yeah. So now I can. Now there should be a function in ItemDB. Is kickable, right? Oh yeah. This is what I want, because now I can make the UI. I can fix the UI. Let's push this change. Let's go back. We have the all-in-one pause menu right here. This pause menu. Wait, am I using the wrong pause menu? I am using the wrong pause menu. In the... I'm gonna delete this. There is something wrong. I knew it. So here in the level node, this is wrong. This is the old. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, what I want is this here. And then we are going to delete this. I don't want this anymore. Yeah, get out of here. Now, does this still work? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's take it for a spin. It does not work. It's broken. Oh gosh. Ah, that's true. I'm not using this component anymore. Let's fix this all in one pause menu. Wait, where's the error? Player instance helper. Because I am... Oh, the stomach bar. But did I add a stomach bar? Oh, in the pause menu, there's a stomach bar, I think. Here? Yeah, here. Get out. Blood! What's up? Привет! This is broken. Wait, what did I do? Oh, this is the only one pause menu, I think. Don't save. Something is off. Let me restart this. Good, everything is going well. Just working on the game. Now this is working now. Do the items work? Mana potion. Yeah, this is working. This is screwed up. That's cool to hear. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. It's been a while. Why is this so small? Why is this menu so small? What the hell? It should be Russian. So tiny. This is fucked up. This is fine, but if I do this... Why is this menu so small? What the... I think... Oh, wait. There's something really off here. I don't like that at all. I do not like this at all. So when I click here, hold on. Can I open everything? I don't like this rendering. What? Is it because... Hold on, if I do this. This is a floating window. No. Is it because of the project settings? No. Is passivos a follow? Chia? Yours? Your follow? Spasiba's a follow. Did I get a follow? I did not see. Are my alerts not working? Spasiba's a follow, Vlad. I don't know what's happening. I don't see follows. Ooh. Oh, I don't see. My alerts are not working. I don't know if they're working or not. Maybe not. I don't know. What? Да! Еще один follow и будет 20. Да, правда. And 20. So here, I think it's the display or window. I think it's embed window somewhere. And this. Why is this off? I want this to be on, I think. Now when I click here, now when I do this is good. I like this. It looks so blurry. What the fuck? You could put on some energetic music. Тебе не нравится? Chill music, relax music. Let's see. I don't know. I'm using royalty-free music. I have no idea of what music I could put on, because I don't want my stream to the sound to get muted. I don't know. I don't know what music this is. I'm just gonna try it. Из-за музыки мне хочется спать. I don't think I can play Lolita here. I don't think. Not Titanic yet. Let's see. Did I play this music before? I don't know. Maybe this is better. Is this better? But still, I think you still want to sleep. Same. Okay. I'll fix it next stream. I'll look for better music. The thing is, hold on, look. Hold on. I need a translator, because I don't know how to say this in Russian. So I'm just gonna go to translate. Real quick, my eyes. English, Russian. Hold on. Yeah. I don't know any energetic music that is DRM free. I don't want to play Lolita because the audio in my video can get muted, and I want people to be able to listen to what I say. Что такое DRM? DRM, it's digital. I think digital rights music, if I remember. Hold on. What is DRM? Digital rights management. Let me just copy this. Yep, enough. Okay. Yeah. And I don't like this. Embedded windows look blurry. How can I fix this? How can I fix this in the CPU port? Oh, so I need to control. Oh shit, wait. Ah. So, hold on. When I do this and I do this. Ah. This is bad. I want to fix this. I don't like this. Mm. How do I fix this? Okay, I'm gonna ask you something. In Godot, I have a what's this called? Let me find the. I think this is an option menu. Options menu here. I have an option button. I have an option button that fits within a viewport. Yeah, sub viewport. Okay. Which when the pop-up menu shows up, menu off the option button. Text is blurry. Probably due to what's the name? It's under display. Is it here? It should be here. It's this. Scale mode fractional. What happens if I do this integer? And then if I make this bigger, a toner. I just make this bigger. Oh my god, bots! Get out of here, bots. So many bots striking after. Yeah, get out. This is working. No, it's still blurry. This is blurry. And this is a viewport container. Displays as restricted size for pixel. Let the let's see if we can fix this. I don't like how this looks. This is Millennium Rabbit said this is blurry. This looks bad. This will look bad in the game too, in some menus. I want to fix that. Yeah, I figured that would be the case. I don't want this. Scale, just one. This is fine. Oh, this is bad. See what changes are happening there. Okay, let's first start with this. Remove deprecated menu. Right, all in one pause menu. I need to figure this out. I want to figure this out today. Remove stomach bar from the all-in-one pause menu. What is this here? Oh, yeah. Place. Use your all-in-one pause menu. Then this is bad. Embed. There's nothing else with embedded. No, there's nothing else. Let's reload from disk. I don't like this. We're gonna start digging into documentation because I don't like how blurry it looks, and I'm gonna use some option buttons in the UI later. And we're already using them in this menu, and they look so off, look so bad. Option button. Okay, let's go start digging into the documentation. And then we have a pop-up item. Choose pop-up. This is a pop-up menu, right? Oh, we can fix the texture filter. Can I set the texture filter here? Texture filter. No. Can I get the pop-up menu? Ooh, I can get the pop-up menu. Ew. No. Okay, so what we want, I think, I don't want any changes here. Okay, if we want to get the, what about button, right? Yeah. Let's just work on this on the ready menu. I want this to be one of the first things we do. Fix the pop-up menu texture filtering so that it works, right? So that it's not blurry or pixel art. Option button. Get pop-up, and then we have pop-up menu. Let's do window size pop-up menu. And then what was it again? It was the texture filter. This. How can I set this? So this is a property that I can change. Again, texture. Let's just search for filter. No, it's here in the pop-up menu. Canvas item default texture filter. Okay. So what I think I want is canvas item. Let's just pick, and then we want viewport default. This one. Here's. Does this work now? It's still tiny. Oh, because we're not embedding. Okay. We want to embed hold on. Where was it? I just search for embed. Yeah, we want this to be embedded. Now when we run it works. It's not blurry. Let's go. It's not blurry anymore. Это хорошо. Let's go. Okay. And then when I go this, then this is blurry, but I need to fix this. Okay. It's just language. Okay. Basically the same thing, but shifting on all the pop-up menus. Option. Pop-up menus. Okay. Where's the language? How many option buttons do I have? Only 2. Okay. So it's basically the same thing. Window size to language. Is it right? Okay. Ah, it's not blurry. Let's go. Okay. That's right. Fixed. Okay, add project Godot. Let me fix this first. Let's do this again. Here. Fix texture filtering on language on option buttons. And then let's vibe code something. Right now I have turned off project white embed. I've turned on white embed sub windows. Is there a way we can make runtime debugger? This scene. Run on a separate window still. It is meant to run within the game window, but the rest of the windows within the game should be embedded. Let's see if this works. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I know that there are some flags. I think we can tweak the root window flag directly to fix this. Let's see. Let's see. Godot 4 you can keep right away. Best force native. Huh. Force native. Can I do that? That's a new flag. One time debugger, I think. Ooh. It doesn't work. Did I save it? Okay. We have an error. From time debugger, manager 90. Ready. Can't change force native while a window is displayed. So just running this code, okay. Which line is this? 90. Here. Oh, so maybe I need to do it like this. Then okay. This is silly though. I don't like this fix. Because I could do something else. I could temporarily no, what I can do is the window. I think the embed flag is embedded, right? Embed. If true, the window is transient, it is considered a child of another window. The transient window will be destroyed with its transient parent and will return for its subparent closed. I don't care about being transient. I care about embedding. Is the embed some sub Windows flag? Is it a part of the viewport? Embed. Ah, there we go. Embed some Windows. Yeah. So what I can do here, I think, is I could do like singleton manager to get root dot GUI embed. I think this is what I want. Get 3. Let's see if this works. This does not work. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. I think I like this fix. Uh, we can do this. Hi, and then is it not working? Print. Hello. We should get an error here, right? Ah, and then here to show. And this is what's happening. Now I can push. Okay. Okay, I like this change. Okay. Force the debugger window to be separate window regardless of the project settings. And then if I pop this up, then these menus should look fine. Okay. And everything else should work fine. Like you should be able to turn on collisions. And everything else should work. Yeah. Okay. And what's the default value on? It's on by default. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Force runtime debugger window to be separate. Game. By default, embed the windows by default. This means we also need to fix, oh no, Rio. We also need to fix all the option buttons. Yeah. In all the other menus. Options menu.gd. This. This needs to be fixed too. Okay. What we're doing is we're fixing the texture filtering on the in-game menus here. Like this should be, we're fixing this specifically. Then this should be, I'm okay with this being glitched. Like I don't care about it being glitched. As long as it works, that's fine. Do you have any other option button? I'm sure. Let's scan the project. Let's see what's happening here. I'll be right back with you guys. Just need 1 second. Anyway. Right, we have fixed the weird pop-up menu thing. I think these option buttons are fine. This is the one we just fixed. We fixed these buttons. Fix this too, fix this too. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, the same. Fix extra filling option buttons in within all in one pause menu. Oh my god, I keep closing the terminal. Okay. What else is there? Let me fix this. So I want this to be working. It's not working. There's something else I wanted to work on. The HUD. So this is off. I had something here that I think I deleted by mistake. I think it was just a void control. This, and then we make it expand. Now when we run, it should not look so scuffed. Yeah, this looks better. We have so many errors. Oh yeah, this is from the... Wait, what? Oh, because the resources are being used. So this happens when I'm... Okay, this is a strange... Ah, so now, but once I jump to the next scene, we're gonna get those errors from the signal connections, right? Yeah. This is a side effect that I did not think about. Actually, let's sit down and think about this right here too. Let me add this. Fix weapon damage display a little. Okay. So what's happening here is we have the player, and every time we instantiate a new player, all these components stay in memory, like and these components are connected to a bunch of signals. These are nodes, so this is gonna get cleaned up from memory, but this is gonna be reused. I'm just wondering if this is gonna work properly. Okay, let's do connect. When we connect the component here, if not, this is something we can do here too. If not, actually, let me just do it this way. We get this. Hmm. It's strange that I get this issue on the equipment component, but not the others. Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, this is how we had it. And when we switch scenes, these are just messages from the component, that's fine. Now here, it's only complaining about the... What? Only the equipment component, why? All of them should be... Oh, this is such an interesting error. Because the rest should be generating... Let me just comment out the component, the equipment component. Well, the sword weapon is not being, it's not gonna be equipped now. Which is fine. And we don't get any... This is so weird though. Okay, there's something so off with the code right now. Because the rest of the components, there's something off. Let me look at the player scene. Equipment. Yeah, they are also resource. Do you have a local to scene here? We don't. Huh? Okay. I think there's something weird going on with Godot. What's going on here? I'm just gonna reset this. Save the scene. And then take it for a spin again. But what's weird is that we should see the same error for the other. Oh wait, I know what's happening. Hold on. The tomb scene probably has a bunch of... Wait, no? These resources are not local to scene. What? Okay, we're gonna do something. We're gonna check the... Hold on. Print. I'm going to print the components. Just print all of them. No, we're going to scan from the point to the end. We're gonna print everything. Let's do spawn begin, spawn end. We're just gonna take a peek at the resource IDs. Look at this. So this is so interesting. So this is basically because I implemented this toString function, right? So this is fine. And when we go and spawn again, the question is, do we get the same instances? Because usually resource is not destroyed unless it is unused. So the experience component is the same. Everything else is the same. So all the resources stay the same. But we only get errors on this specific signal connection, connect. Even though we're connecting everything. Oh! So the difference in the connections is that we're binding. Huh. Okay. No! We're also binding here. Huh. Interesting. And the error we're getting is that we're already connected. This is so bad. I see what's happening here. So itemdb, so it's complaining from where does it start? It starts in the quiver. Where is the quiver? I know what's happening. It's so bad. So the instances, the resource instances stay right between. Gosh, this makes me think it's probably a better idea to use so I did not implement these components as nodes because you add a bunch of nonsense. There's a bunch of callbacks that run through the nodes that you don't want as a resource. You don't really want to handle. And as a resource, you don't need to handle all that, but you still need to handle these connections. And what's happening is that the player instance, so these connections here, are connecting callables to another GDScript instance, so you don't get errors in any of these. But here, you see, and here I'm connecting to a function in my own code. But here what's happening is I'm connecting to static GDScript instance in memory. And that's why it's saying, hey, I'm already connected to that instance, to that callable. I see. So the fix for me, it's... So here's the problem, right? So these components stay in memory, and the more the player keeps switching scenes, or I don't know, going to other levels, these components are gonna start racking up signal connections. They start connecting to a bunch of objects that do not exist already. And I think they get cleaned. They should get cleaned up. Can I check the connection list? Object. Connection. Has connections. No, it's not what I want. It's just is connected. I think I just want is connected here. But this is not gonna work. Maybe this, I can do this here. Because we should be able to see two here. Get connections. Equipment component connections. So now when we run, we see we're equipped. We see we're equipped to this. And now when we jump here, we should see two of them, I think. A bunch of stuff just printed, that's okay. See? Oh, this is so bad. We don't want to keep connecting. Because this is connected to a different instance that should no longer be in our memory. And that's fine, because that's not gonna... when the signal happens, this is probably just not gonna work. I suppose it's gonna get clean, or just not gonna work. And then this one is... this is the one that's gonna fire. Ooh, this is another drawback of using components as resources. I did not think about this. Okay, I'll take a quick break and I'll be back and we'll fix this. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Um, I'm looking for some stuff on the Twitch dashboard, and I'll look it up later. Okay, how do we want to fix this? So all these components have the same. I think I actually want them to be duplicated in memory, because I would love to have these work as resources. But there's no way we can do this without doing set local to scene. I think we're just gonna have to do that. The easy fix is just setting them all local to scene. Which I think makes sense. Because eventually we still want to do this. Because once we have multiple players, we want all of these components to be local to scene. So yep. Even if we don't do let me just do the athletic skill component. This is such a conundrum. If I remember, just setting this up like that prevents me from going crazy with the values here. Yeah, it's not running fast. This is such a conundrum. Okay, let's ask the AI, see if we can do something. So I built. I'm gonna talk California girl. Accent. I don't know why I'm thinking it this way. So I built a set of components based on the resource, but here's the conundrum. I think I'm just gonna make a runtime window that I can tweak values in, because otherwise it's gonna be a pain. When a resource is set local to scene, we cannot play with values in the editor and have them synchronize the running scene in Godot. Is there a way to achieve even? Is there a way to use a resource a ref counted but still ability modify values through the editor, have them synchronize the same natural time. I don't think this is possible. I've gone through. Yeah, we need to wrap this up in some sort of runtime. Runtime window that we can tweak values in. And that's gonna be faster. Wait, that's true. I forget about the remote scene. take it for a spin. So we run. Now you're running that fast, but if just to see. Actually, it's not bad. Yeah, we can just keep modifying the. Oh wow, everything goes so fast. What level am I already? This is fine because I can still do it through the other remote scene. That's true. Yep, we're doing the easy route. Everything set local to scene, local to scene, local to scene. Local to scene. Space component, resource, 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 resource. Here, resource, local to scene. This is way better than having to keep track of connections, and it's gonna turn so messy. So all these components need to be local to scene. Now, let's fix the athletic skill components. Increase back to 100. Yep. And now we'll have the bug again with the because now athletic is increased to 3 or maybe 4. Then when we go out, let's go back to 2 again. Yeah, we need to synchronize the values, the data. Okay, let's start. And we did not have the. Yeah, all these warnings is just athletic skill component warning us about stuff. Actually, I'm just gonna disable that warning because it's pissing me off already. We know we need to balance the. Let me just do that to do here. Balance the. Values need to be balanced. Just add to do here. That's it. And then let's do this fix first. The fix. Set all components to be local to scene so that they work as resources. That's not the message that I wanted to add. Make as ref counted objects. That's okay. Remove warning from athletic skill. We'll fix values later. Actually, I'm just gonna discard these changes. Okay. We are going to stream for about 1 more hour. And then I'll leave because I have to do some stuff here. I'm gonna recycle some boxes, leave my apartment a little, and I'll probably go back to coding, but I'm gonna be doing stuff offline because there's a lot of stuff. The item database that we're working on, and the UI, I want to fix that. Take my time fixing that and making sure that everything fits together like I think it does in my head. And then after we get the menus, I think I'm gonna make a shop. Yeah, I think I'll probably add a shop and then we'll start adding content, like lots of content. Because at that point, we will have like, for the most part, we will have the game loop already done. Oh no, we're still missing a bunch of stuff from the crafting area. I do have a recipe manager for crafting items, but we still need to come up with the recipes. I'll probably just vibe code the recipes, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we'll do with it. So I have some nice ideas that I want to implement, but it's a bunch of content that I don't know. I'm good for making software design, but when it comes to adding content to a game, I'm a bit lazy. I'll probably just ask the AI to add a bunch of content for me, and then we'll start balancing things out and figuring things out as we go. Because there's a bunch of typing that I don't want to know that I don't want to do if it's useless. If it feels like it's gonna be useless. And the further I get into the game, to an extent, the more artistic the programming becomes. Because there's a bunch of code that you're gonna write once. It's gonna stay there. And you're gonna be like, yeah, we did that. And maybe forget about it or add a flag to, I don't know. There's a bunch of areas where you need to rewrite the code. Let's put it that way. And those areas are kind of tedious, I think. But I need to learn to like them. Or at least find out a way to like them, like using behavior trees. Because I absolutely hate coding AI, like simple AIs for the enemies without having blocks that I can move quickly and play with. And using behavior trees is so much easier. It's so much better for managing complex code. Anyway, let's get back to coding. So we changed all these resources to be local to scene, which is what we wanted. Good question though. Now here, if I save this tomb, we get local to scene as well. Ah, we do. We do. Interesting. Because this is the default value on... And if I change it here, alchemy skill component, what happens here? Oh, this is still local to scene. Oh, this needs to be local to scene always. Ah, this is so wonky. To an extent. I don't like how Godot handles this at all. This can be so brittle. Oh gosh, there's some stuff that Godot does that I don't really like at all, like this. Like I wish I did not have to add to click local to scene at all. I wish there was another resource which was static. I wonder if someone has done a proposal for this. Like an extra resource that's always local to scene. Let me see. Is there a resource that's always local to scene? Is forced to always. And this brings me back to the component class that I removed. Yeah. This is such a problem long term. Oh gosh, Godot is amazing on so many things. There are some decisions that I just don't absolutely hate, that I just don't like at all. Like that specific. I actually think I'm gonna modify the engine and make a component class that's always where this is always set to true and it's never okay, and it's not possible to turn it off. I wonder if there's a proposal for this. I'm gonna look really quick into GitHub Godot proposals. Users always local. Oh yeah, there are some proposals here. Hmm. I wish we could serialize ref counted objects. Let's put it this way. There's no way to do this right now. So only resource objects can be serialized. Does this still hold true? Let's see. Export, test, export. Resource. No, ref counted. Yeah. Export type can only be built-in, a resource, a node, or an enum. Yeah. Actually, the other thing I can do, because if... What happens if I just create a class that's just ref counted? I think this is such a... Oh gosh, like I absolutely dislike the local to scene flag. It just makes everything so brittle. Because once, if you screw that up, if you disable it by mistake in one of the scenes, it's hard to catch. And long term on bigger projects, this can bite you. Like the errors we were seeing, or you could have like some strange behavior that's really hard to debug. And do I have stuff with ref counted objects here? Physics direct space. Hold on. Physics direct space state. This is object. But I think I was able to see this, right? Hold on. So when we run, let me just run the player scene. When we go to the remote, we click on player. I swear I saw this right here. Yeah, you can see it. And this is new. You know what this means? I think I can just add all my... I think this means I can just ignore... Because this is an old idea. This resource using resource for components is an old idea that I have back from Godot 3 point something. I think it was 3.3 what I was using at the time. Now we're at 4.5, 4.7 right now. I'm just gonna, and I'm using tool. This does not need to be tool. I'm just gonna create that test resource. Actually, no, I have add-ons. I have a bunch of classes here. I'm just gonna use one of the classes that I have here. Extra classes. I have an essential. We have some ref classes here. Does anything here use export? That's not. We also have cheat code here. You know what? Cheat code sounds like a plan. I'm pretty sure that on the player we're using. We're not. It's okay. Let's just do cheat code here. And then let's see what we can see from the remote scene 3 entry. Oh, it's a player. We can see the cheat code. We can see everything in here. So there's no point. Hold on. I should be able to just do. Let me mess around with the athletic skill component. The one that I like to mess around with. We're gonna drop the export. We're just gonna create one in memory. Here. We're gonna save this and we're gonna run this. Now we do not see the athletic skill here. Even if we look for it. There's nothing. In the remote side though, it's still there. And yo, I can still mess around with this, right? Yeah. So what's the point of using resource anymore? There's no point of using resource. We can just use your ref counted. Yo, we're going back to ref counted, boys. We're going back to ref counted. Let's do this. Okay. And we're gonna vibe code this. I don't want to work on the code itself. Vibe coding. Update the where the GD code. Turns out, because at the end of the day, we're still gonna need to use the remote scene in order to update and play around with the player values for debugging purposes. Because if I set local to scene to true for all of these resources, this is silly. You should just use ref counted, and at that point we create only one object in memory when needed, which fixes the duplicate issue that I was looking at earlier. Okay. Turns out all the component classes that inherit resource should inherit all the should instead inherit counted. Please update these across the code base and also drop any export file, export tags and set and initialize the values to the New objects. Calling their respective. For example, if you see export bar health component, this will turn into bar health component. Apply this change across the entire code base. All right, this is why I like these fancy typewriters, because now we can just lay back and let it do everything for us. Okay. We're gonna keep an eye on the changes, however. Let's see. Because now we can also drop the tool. It's probably gonna do it for me. Let me just check. Let's let it do its thing. Is there anything else that I want to fix that we can pipe code? Not sure. There's the item database that we need to fix too, but so this change will make it impossible for me to see the components via the editor, but that's fine. I can just look at the code. That's totally fine, and I can like scan code with RG or something. See, I like doing this kind of change because in the long term, at least I want my game to be as performant as possible. And making this change specifically seems like it's gonna help a lot, especially with how not a lot, it's like a micro optimization, but in the long term it's gonna help maintainability, which is what I'm more concerned at regarding how Godot uses resources and how easy it is for one click to go wrong or one merge conflict to go wrong, and dropping a local to scene tag or local to scene value within the scene file, and that can make the code just go bad, as we saw with the signals earlier. Making games is so complex, but I like it because it's just beautiful in the end, how you see everything being tied together, everything. I love it. And I don't think there's any other, of course there's other programming programming disciplines, let's put it that way, where you get to write a bunch of code and then you see it come together, and it's, I don't know, it's, the whole thing is just beautiful to me. And I'm rambling here, but yeah, it's like the LLM stuff. That's one thing that I'm sure that the guys that really like working on LLMs, once they saw what they were able to achieve, they got really excited about it. I mean, these fancy typewriters can do a lot of stuff. And I can be lazy about it. They type so much faster than me, that's why I'm using them. But I don't like giving them huge amount of tasks, because it's just, they just do nonsense at that point. Oh, you guys can hear me tapping on my desk. I've been tapping on my desk for a while. So this is basically removing extends resource and replacing it with extends ref counted across the code base. Let it check everything. And we'll sit down and check all the changes now as well. Right, let's take a look. Reload from disk. Let me make sure that at least the player works. We get the, of course, the black screen of death. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. Local. Right, 0. Easy. Oh, it works. Let's take it. The scenes are gonna be screwed up a little. We'll work on the scenes right now. Actually, we can do both at the same time. We're gonna do the, oh no, wrong. We want to do this, then we're gonna do like update to project files. Because this is gonna open and save everything, and it's gonna check the screen, the scripts for exported values, and it's gonna clean up a lot of stuff, I think. Probably not, but you know what? Let's just do it. You should be able to see these changes soon. Okay. Yep. This looks fine to me. It did not drop the tool. This needs to be dropped. That's okay. Did not drop the tool. That's okay. This is fine because once we... Yeah, once it's not a resource, there's no need to export anything. We can still see those variables through the remote scene. Which is fine to me. That seems fine. Goal reach component. Oh, okay. Yes. This looks good to me. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Base stamina. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Hey, abstract. What is this? Oh yeah, because we each skill component has an experience component and a set of functions. Yeah, this is fine. And they get data functions which each of them need to implement. Blacksmithing strength. This is off. I'll fix this later. Yeah, we need to, at one point we're gonna sit down and work on the blacksmithing and alchemy. We're probably gonna do both on the same stream because they are both very similar in terms of that they both use as recipe system, and the recipes are gonna be a little bit different, but yeah, we'll deal with them when we handle these. I'll probably do the alchemy skill on one stream and then the blacksmithing skill on another, and then start polishing from there once we get a baseline of a UI going on and actually being able to craft items. Yeah, this is fine. Strength skill component. The base skill component, hold on. Here, this extends ref counted. Perfect, yes. Yep, this is fine. Yeah, we are gonna remove all this stuff. Yeah. This looks good to me. And the export category. So none of this is gonna be visible within the. I just drop this around here. None of this is gonna be visible now, so we don't need these export categories either. This is needed because we need references to all these nodes. All these nodes. That's okay. Looks fine to me. Looks fine. Yeah. Yep. So this was a big cleanup. So glad that I did not have to type any of this. I'm gonna ignore this. Okay. Switch component. Component. This should just make component classes inherit from resource. Ref counted. This will avoid hairy dash hard to find bugs when components are shared between scenes because someone is a local scene flag was set to false. And I see we can still modify these values via the remote scene editor. The initial idea we had. That's fine. Let's let this finish. It's gonna keep opening up a bunch of scenes and closing them. I don't think anything else is gonna be we'll see. I think there's probably some values from the scenes that are gonna get cleaned up. I don't know if the AI already did that. Probably it did. But we'll see. I don't think it did that though. Pretty sure it did not. I just wish this was faster though. Like Godot, run. Please. Please go faster. I have so many assets though. If I clean all the assets that I'm not using, this is probably gonna fly so fast. But I rarely have to update project resources. So it's not worth it. I'd rather have a bunch of assets that I'm not using that I can use later. And this in particular is slow because I also have multi-threaded import disabled. That's another thing that's slowing it down. Because in the past, it used to have a bunch of, maybe it still does. I know there was some what is it called? Runtime. Like runtime conditions, trace conditions, and you would get like a bunch of crashes from a bunch of variables not being properly accessed because there were no mutexes or semaphores in place. What is happening? You finish? Wow. Yeah, and sometimes whenever I do this, I need to restart the engine too because it gets so slow, so heavy. Let's give it a second. Ooh, just one object leaked. Okay, that's good. Usually a bunch of more objects leaked. Okay, now. And will still work, right? Oh, hell yeah. And here I cannot see. I mean, I can still modify values through here, but this is more for maybe calling functions that you need to run that is not really accessible through the UI. Okay. Now I can still play with these. Let me just get over here. Let me just hide. And this still works, and I can still, yeah. Oh, so I cannot, these are constants, right? So I cannot touch these. That's okay. But I can touch these. Be like 400. No, that's too slow. I can go crazy. Oh yeah. Yo, I'm faster than my own knives, bro. Yeah. Yeah. I like fling around a lot with this. Yo! What is this? What did I do? Oh, okay, let's fix this. I just right-clicked on the window. What if I right-click again? No? What if I right-click here? No? What if I right-click here? No? Oh, there we go. I need to turn this on and then right-click. Okay, let's fix this error. Where am I? Runtime debugger. Get canvas transform. Here. Wait. This is empty. There's usually... If... Wait, which line? Yeah, I'm in the right line. This instance valid. And I think I want the rest to also run only if... This is weird though. That we get no camera. Oh, I know what's happening. Because we are accessing the wrong node. We're trying to get the root node from the wrong... No. Still no? This is wild. We have a camera 2D. Window. Get camera. Oh, it's running from the viewport. Yeah. This is wild because we already have an active camera. Here. I think this is a bug, a new bug. No, not here. Here, this is an active camera. Active. Wait. But it's active because it's following... I don't want to die. What? So we have the player. And then we have the camera here. It's saying it's not able to get the camera. Huh. Active. There is an is active function if I remember. Yeah, so we can check. So this is why we wrote the this code, because now we can execute code at runtime. This runtime debugger. So we can execute code at runtime that we can really see. I think is. I mean, it should be able. It's current. It's current, but when I right click and I try to get the node, the camera, it's not working. Why? Which node window is this? It should be the root window, not the current. This is strange. This is really, really strange. This looks like such a bug to me. So if I do get window, oh, we have an ID. We can check this. No, window, get. I expect this to be false. It is false. So strange. And wow, I'm surprised this code synchronized just now. I'm really surprised because, oh man, Godot is really getting good at debugging stuff at runtime. I really like it. This is exciting. Because now you can use the remote tree to even look into ref counted objects that you have. That was not possible before at all. You had to use resources. I think that's why they built this. I have not looked into this yet, but there's this ObjectDB profiler that you can take a snapshot of and then mess around with it. Like, take a look at let's take a snapshot. Why not? Yeah. You can see classes, objects, a bunch of stuff. This is really, really nice for debugging and figuring things out. Oh, look. Oh, I think I messed around with the subpixel. Yeah, needs to be fixed. I do want this code to run though. What if I just do get window, get camera to the... They're both null. So for some reason, the camera that I have is not showing up as active. Yep, this is a bug in the engine. This is new. Oh well. Right, I think I'm actually gonna cut the stream right here. Let me make this fix. Let me actually print something here as well. Print within a print. Godot can't find the camera. The active even though we have one. Seems to be a bug in one of the recent changes. So I have 2 bugs that I need to look into. It's this one, and there was another one that I forgot, but I have to do somewhere around here. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'll look into this bug, because this one is not good at all. And I also want to clean up a little bit here. So let's save this change. Fix runtime debugger. Right click. Node. Node scan. This seems to be a bug. Into imaging. There seems to be. That not allow the camera to be fetched with the viewport. Alright, we're saving this change. We are going to ignore that. I don't care about that yet. And we're going to wrap it up here. I'm not sure what this is probably not important. That's okay. Yeah, I want to clean. I'm gonna look into this stuff as soon as I'm done cleaning and doing other stuff here. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. We're done with the AI. Maybe I just want to quit here. Thank you everyone for being here. I'll fix a bunch of stuff offline. I want to get to actual gameplay as soon as possible, and there's a bunch of stuff that I want to fix before that. And streaming, it's cool, but it's a bit distracting because, you know, I keep looking at the chat, make sure, you know, if there's someone watching and interacting, I want to interact with them as well. And well, I'm here to talk to people. I also have the itch that I want to, you know, just focus on working and just stay hyper focused on it. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and let's roll the credits. Miwa, thank you for being here. Vlad too, thank you for being here. Striking after thought, or I'll see. Fuck you, you're a bot. I don't care about you at all. If there was anyone else watching that did not chat, you don't show up on this list. But even then, thank you for being part of the stream. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.